my dolly dearies, and welcome to another video. So today, as you might have seen from the thumbnail, we are feeling very Christmassy and we're making our traditional Christmas doll. Last year I made an ice snow queen and the year before a cute little reindeer. So this year I decided I want to do something themed after one of the most seasonal ballets that you'll see everywhere, the Nutcracker. So I went onto Pinterest and whipped up a quick board of things Nutcracker and Christmas related and made this quick little watercolour painting. I think it's pretty cute and we're going to try and stick to the design as closely as we can for this one. It'll be fun to try something a bit new with some more complex outfit making, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. But without any further ado, let's get on with the video. For this doll we'll be using this Mousecapades as a base. Since she is a little mouse themed Nutcracker doll, I designed this doll with her in mind. But to begin, let's remove her head from her body. For this doll, I want to try and stick pretty close to the design, so I'm going to keep it close to me at all times. But to begin, we're going to give her some nice golden hair. And to do that, that means removing all of the icky pink hair. As much as I love to keep doll hair and recycle it, this stuff was a bit too far gone. So off it goes and into a scroggly mess in the bin. Then take your needle nose pliers and scrape around the head to remove all of the stubbly bits. With all the stubbly bits scraped out into a mess on the table, we can also get rid of those. With that all clear, we can start removing her face paint. Take a swab of acetone and use sweeping motions. I also removed the paint from her ears and head, because we'll be painting these later on. But with her all clear and the acetone washed off with some soapy water, we can paint her head a nice golden base for her hair. For her hair, I got this beautiful butterscotch nylon from the Doll Hair Emporium. It is so soft and it is so pretty, and I love it so much, and I'd recommend it to everyone. But we're going to do our reroot in its normal style of taking a little hank of hair, looping it over your finger and picking it up in your rerooting tool, and stabbing this little guiding thing through the head to make the hole slightly larger before stabbing our doll hair into it. And that's the reroot done after a few hours and cutting forward, the joys of. And we can secure all of the hair in with some Mod Podge. To do this, scoop some Mod Podge up on your brush and jam it into the head and squiggle your paintbrush around to coat all of the little hoops. But with the paint all dried, into the sock of shame she goes. With her hair all pinned back, we can give her a quick coat of Mr. Super Clear. Make sure to wear a mask and gloves while spraying. But with our coats of Mr. Super Clear, we can get on to the blushing of the face up. I take my pastels to blush her cheeks, forehead, eyes, nose, lips, and little other bits that I think would look good with a bit of definition and shade. I start off with pinks, going on the lips, cheeks, and a lot on the nose to get our little pinky mouse nose. I then take some dark grey and shove it into the eye creases to give some depth and make it look a bit like she's got eyeshadow on. I then dot on 2 spots of brown for eyebrows, refining them down with my eraser. For eyebrows, I kind of just try to do the little dots at the middle of the forehead, and I'll do the rest in pencil because if you get it wrong in the first layer and the eyebrows are already too blocked on, it makes it very difficult to do the rest of the layers and it can get a bit screwed up. I then add in some white pencil to block in the whites of her eyes. And while this layer still has some grip, I take my pencils and start sketching out some basic shapes. I add in the line of her eyes and sketch out her iris. I thought really nice bright purple irises could look super cute in contrast to all of the red, blue and Christmas colours going on. I then take a grey pencil to sketch in her eye crease and darken it with my black pencil along with her eye lines. I then take my kneaded eraser to refine this as I go to make the lines as sharp as possible. I then take a coral pink to go in on her lips, giving them a slightly brighter, cuter feel. I go back in with my white pencil, adding highlights to her nose, Cupid's bow, and eye crease. I begin adding some darkness to her eyebrows, sketching in small little flicky lines to serve as eyebrow hairs. I then add another coat of Mr. Super Clear to save my progress, and I start going in with pencils to add some more detail, adding in her pupils and darkening the eyeline further. With pencils simply not sticking well this layer, it is time to get out our paints. I take my paints and mix up a pale purple and start dotting them into 2 little circles around her eyes, blending them into darker hues as I go out to add more of an illusion of depth. I take some white to add highlights into her eyes as well and brighten the whites. I take some watered down white to add in highlights and accents to her eye crease, Cupid's bow and nose again. But her face up is done. I think it is honestly super cute and definitely the best face up I've done. I take some white gouache to dot in eye highlights. And with some eyelashes painted on, she looks absolutely adorable. We're going to take our Liquitex High Gloss Varnish to add some nice gloss to the eyes. There really is a difference. If you look from one eye to the next, it really breathes life into the doll. But with her face up done, we can remove her from the hair burrito. I think she looks super cute. The golden hair definitely goes with her purple eyes. But quickly, we have to paint the inside of her ears. While I have my gouache paint out, I mix up a pale pink to stroke onto the inside of the ears. They look super cute. We're going to reattach the head to the body now. I gently squeeze the temples, twisting the neck peg back and forth until it pops into place. Her head does look a little poofy, so we're going to need to quickly go and sort that out. To do this, I pop her on a stand in my sink, boil the kettle, and with the kettle all boiled, I draw the boiling water on her head. You can already see it flattening straight away. Always check whether your hair can be flattened first. But with her hair all flat, we can move on to the outfit. This one I decided to use a sewing machine for. I've been using the sewing machine more in the previous year, so I thought it'd be fun to try and use it for some doll clothes more. To start, we're going to make this pleated skirt of hers. I take a stretch of fabric and fold it into pleats, sewing them down. Doesn't look too bad, right? I then add in the waistline to the skirt. Patterns for all of the outfit will be in the description box below. It doesn't look too good on the doll, unfortunately. But take 2 looks much better. More pleats and keeping the line down the middle that I used to keep the pleats in place actually looks pretty good. Definitely a big step up from Mark 1. Then for the shirt. I take 2 little wedges of red fabric, sandwiching them together so they have a nice little seam down the middle. And skipping over the rest, which was very painful to sew, we're done. We've got this super cute little shirt made with some blue fabric that I painted in acrylic since I didn't have any. There'll be detailed descriptions on how to make these in the box below. And a super cute pleated skirt. I've also made this a little hat which has some purple ribbon down the sides to tie into her eyes. I also put some wires in it so that it would stand up straight. But now we have to make a quick belt. I didn't know how thick the belt should be, but I eventually took a ribbon, folded it in half, and added 2 little popper buttons on the back so that it would close. I also found these old stockings in the doll clothes stock box, which I think we can paint blue to match her design. Now on to the shoes. I wanted to try doing fabric shoes for her. So I made a little pattern and made 2 little socks-like things out of the blue painted fabric. I glued the bottoms together with UHU glue and put a panel of red on them and a small bit of fluff around the top. But now we have to sculpt the soles of the shoes. To do this, I take my 2-part epoxy Sculpt and mix it together in equal portions of A and B. And I sculpted a little heel-like thing across the bottom, which I can glue onto the shoe once it's dry. Not too shabby, I don't think. We're going to sand out all of our imperfections so they look less bumpy. But with them all sanded down and smooth, we can now get on to painting them with some gesso. Gesso is honestly amazing, it builds up colours so quickly. but with a few coats applied, we can now take to gluing it on the bottom of the shoe. To do this, I put a small strip of glue down the middle and simply slap it in place. But that's our outfit done! I think it looks super cute, but we don't need the stockings, they're a bit much. But with that, we're done! Some pretty cute photos, right? But since she's themed after the Nutcracker Ballet, I thought it only appropriate to call her Clara, after the protagonist of the show. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and maybe even dropping a comment. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a very Merry Christmas, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye!